Hello everyone, one of the most common questions we get is how much can I make? What do my profits look like? So we're going to be addressing all that in today's video. So if you don't know by now, very briefly, all we do is we make money by buying and listing tickets for profit. There's a bunch of other videos on the channel that you can look at, and we'll obviously go much more in depth, but all we do is we simply make money by buying and listing tickets for profit. So to calculate all this, what it's going to boil down to is your return on investment, your ROI. If you put in Z, how many dollars Y is going to come out, right? So it's all going to boil down to ROI. So as a general rule of thumb, we look to do about 40 to 70% return on average per transaction, right? And that could be just for one or two tickets. And so super high demand events, though, can even generate as high as 2 to 3 times the price. That's just an average 40 to 70%, but then we've gotten even higher. And we've even seen as high as 800% return. And this is actually all documented. There's a link below you could check out, which shows the video of what kind of tickets generated that return. But going back to this slide here, in general rule of thumb, we like to do about 40 to 70%. So that means for, let's say, $100 worth of tickets, you might be seeing roughly back 150, 160. It's not set in stone. Again, it could be lower, it could be much higher. This is just rule of thumb. And what's important to understand is that there's kind of two ways to do the business. You can sort of hold out longer for a larger profit, right? So if you wanted to see as high as 100 to 200% return, it may take longer than if you were going to go for a very conservative, competitive 15 to 20% profit, right? Those would sell probably much quicker. So that's also important to think about as well. So what you got to understand is these are pretty much, the greatest returns I've seen anywhere out there. I mean, if you look at the stock market, you look at if you were to open up your own franchise and, all these different assets, it could take years before you see a nickel back. And even if you do, the return's not going to be terrible, but maybe just something that wouldn't be able to supply you with a great enough income to call it, a nice part or full-time income. Um, you know, Sometimes you do hold tickets a little bit longer, but the returns can be very high, and you don't need much capital to do this. Some of these investments you see out there, you need tens of thousands, or if you're opening up a franchise, even as high as millions of dollars to open one. So this is great because it could be even done with a very flexible, small or high budget. That's why the business is pretty much for everyone. So yeah, that's just a little bit about the return on investment that we do and what our profits on average look like. Again, that video below showing you an example, what we paid and what we sold for. That's down below. You can check that out. I'll also leave the link, of course, to the program so you can learn more, check out more info. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got something out of it. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye-bye.